He didn't plan to lose the money. In fact, that money was never supposed to be touched. It was saved for something important, something meaningful, something that took years to build. But one decision, one moment of pressure, changed everything. Because when he lost it, he didn't just lose money. He lost something far more valuable: trust. His name was Robert Hayes, 42 years old, a father, a husband, and someone who always tried to do the right thing. He lived a simple life in Ohio, worked as a warehouse supervisor, long hours, modest pay, but he was proud of one thing. He always took care of his family. Every month, no matter how tight things were, he saved a little money. Not for himself, not for vacations, but for his daughter, Emma. Emma was 14, smart, hardworking. She dreamed of going to college, a better future, a different life. And Robert believed in her. That's why, for years, he built a small fund, a college fund, slowly, patiently, dollar by dollar. By the time Emma turned 14, that fund had grown to nearly $38,000. It wasn't everything, but it was hope. One night, after a long shift, Robert sat on his couch scrolling through videos. He saw people talking about investing, easy money, fast growth, turning small amounts into something big. At first, he ignored it. It felt risky, uncertain, but the idea stayed in his mind, because for the first time, he thought about something different. What if I could grow the money faster? What if I could turn $38,000 into $100,000? What if I could give Emma even more? At first, he told himself no. That money had a purpose. It wasn't his to risk. But over time, that line started to blur. He wasn't gambling, he told himself. He was investing for his daughter, for her future. So one day, after weeks of thinking, Robert did something he had never done before. He took money out of the college fund. Not all of it, just a portion. $15,000.
At first, it worked. The investment grew. $15,000 became $18,000. Then $21,000. Robert felt relief. He thought he made the right choice, so he did it again. Another $10,000, then more. Slowly, without realizing it, he moved almost the entire fund into the market, and for a moment, it felt like the best decision of his life. Then the market shifted. Prices dropped. Not a lot at first, just enough to notice. Robert wasn't worried. He had seen dips before. He waited, but the drops didn't stop. Day after day, the numbers went down, and with every drop, the pressure grew. One morning, Robert opened his account, and his heart sank. Massive losses. The market had crashed. Panic spread everywhere. People selling, prices falling faster than ever. He didn't know what to do. Sell and accept the loss, or hold and hope. He chose to wait, but the market didn't recover. By the end of the month, most of the money was gone. From $38,000 to less than $9,000. Robert sat in silence, looking at the screen, trying to understand what he had done. That money wasn't just numbers. It was years of sacrifice, missed vacations, extra shifts, late nights, and now it was gone. The hardest part wasn't the loss. It was facing Emma. She didn't fully understand what happened, but she saw the change, the stress, the silence, and Robert realized something painful. He didn't just lose money, he risked her future. Some money is not meant to be risked. Not because you can't grow it, but because the cost of losing it is too high. Robert didn't act out of greed, he acted out of hope. But hope without understanding risk can be dangerous. Not every opportunity is worth taking, because sometimes the safest decision is the strongest one.